I want to get a sense of what demand is like. We talk about how the slowdown has really sapped demand. What are you seeing from your perspective?
Yeah, sure. So the demand actually had a good rebound in March, but then it started to come down from April. So we had quite a significant slowdown in terms of the economy growth as well as commodities demand in the second quarter, and which is why commodity prices have generally declined in Q2 until it rebounded again from the second half of June. And we saw particularly weakness in the construction sector, while the manufacturing sector seems to be holding okay. So yes, so far we have seen demand has been like below people's expectation at the beginning of this year after China reopened.
Okay, Lynn, so let's talk about then.
There's so much speculation. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Livon, let me take this.
Go ahead,
so I just want to figure out, too, yeah, in terms of the conversation around steel, iron ore, for example, because some of the margins at these steel mills are quite thin, Lynn. I guess my question is, does it simply just get better from here because conditions are not very good?
Yeah, so you're right. That steel mill's margin now is still very thin. I think on average that making maybe 100 to 200 RMB per ton of profit margin. Well, that's because the steel demand has been really soft so far, especially from Q2. And steel production is still holding at a relatively high level. It's coming down from its peak level in June, but still holding at a relatively high level. So steel mills' margin are still very thin. And at the same time, we've seen some price rebound in iron ore and coke over the recent weeks. So that's why I think steel mills, the steel industry overall is still in a pretty weak position.
Lynn, what do you make of just, as we've been talking, I feel like a broken record, drip feed of stimulus we've heard from China so far, whether it's, speculation of loosening of mortgage restrictions, boosting consumption of EV cars and auto consumption, for example. Is that enough for you to really kind of change the picture?
Yeah, I think that's actually the reason why commodity prices can rebound in from the second half of June. That's because market expected that the government is going to do more policy easing, given that we are having a more slowdown in the economy growth. So it's a lot of talk about what kind of policy easing they are going to bring. I think property is one of them. The others would be like a normal fiscal and also monetary policy easing. But from history, we can see that often they will also provide some supportive policies to some specific industries, like what you mentioned about like auto industry and maybe some of the other industries like white goods, home appliances, etc. Because those industries are very important to the overall manufacturing sector in China. So in terms of a stimulus, I think it's been widely expected for a while now. So market is waiting to hear more details around the next Politburo meeting. But yes, because of the slowdown in the economy growth, because of the weaker than expected demand, now market is waiting for more policy easing, and the policy easing could be a mix of measures.